Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022, the Youth Academy Chancellor with Beira-Mar. We are about to start our 14th season at the club. Yesterday there would have been about a 57-minute video where we went over all of the youth intake players that we've ever had at the club that have not retired yet, and I apologize in advance if that was a bit too long for you guys. So I hold my hands up and say, my bad for that. I wasn't expecting to be as long as it was. Still, we are in a good position going into the 28th of July. We're about to take on Benin in the Allianz Cup for the first time. One of the two trophies I want to try and win in the next 4 seasons if I can. And I think we're okay. And for the first time ever, we are not bottom of the prediction table either for the league. Yes, that's right. For the first time ever, we are not predicted to be bottom. We're predicted to be in 16th, which means the board have now decided to say, actually, we want to avoid relegation. Which I realise now, think about this might not be a good thing after all. I've got pressure now to actually avoid finishing in the bottom 3 at least. They want me to avoid a relegation, and I thought, you know what? While it's not ideal, we can still work with it. We're still trying to improve our youth facilities, which again is good. It's better. We actually got a new contract back in March as well, which I actually think I forgot to mention. So I'm now contracted until 2038, which again is great for me. And it means we can work a bit more. If I ever wanted to negotiate and change my transfer policy and decide, actually, I want to sign players, I've got a bit of money to spend. Not that I'm going to do that anytime soon. But if we ever decided to do it, the option is there. We've got $1 million in the bank as well. And I want to, in the future, try and make it so we can actually really develop our finances. We're predicted to be in a 2.7 and 4.9 and 7.16 in the future. But right now, we just got to make sure we do well. We got to make sure our sponsorship gets better and better. But the ideal world would be to get into European football, get European money, and then work from there. We've also decided to bring in some staff members because I felt like we needed to upgrade a few areas, which again makes sense because quite frankly, we're now in the top flight for the 3rd season. It makes sense to improve everything. So the first person we brought in was Jesus Estrada as a fitness coach. He's good enough to be a 4-star coach for us, and he's very useful in that regards. And he's got only a Continental B license, which means if he wants to improve his coaching badges and get better, he could. We've also brought in Inaki Abanez as a performance analysis, and he's only 22. Yes, he's got the Continental Pro license already and is not amazing, but I think if he can get better with age, then hopefully that's a good sign. I think that's possible, right? You can get better with age in this. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. We also brought in Marcelo Prazeres as the head performance analysis, and I think he's not amazing, but still pretty decent, and he's better than what we had already, which is not saying a lot. But again, reputation and money we can offer has hurt us a little bit in that regards. We also brought in Valiero Pignaturo as a coach. He does a lot of things for us. He's got a resolute personality, has good defensive coaching attributes. I think he is 4-star coach for us in that regard, so very exciting to say the least. Might even be a 4.5-star, but I think he's 4-star at best. And I thought, you know what? Bring him to the coaching team. He improves us. Let's see what else we can do. We also brought in Nigel Atakana. He is kind of a fitness coach I was hoping to bring in, but we couldn't get the actual fitness coach because we tried to bring too many people in at one point and it kind of went against us. He was actually the Swindon town manager at one point and was playing in the 1st season. So Nigel's here and he's a 4-star fitness coach. So again, we were looking to improve a lot of areas in our team and I thought it was a good time to do it. We've also changed our tactic and I thought now's a good time to do it. So our tactic is now this, and I thought to myself, we need to improve our tactic because I feel like we're not as good as we could be. And with the likes of Trebullo, Victor Ventura, and Elton Ribeiro in the team, I thought we need to change our tactic and change our formation a little bit because we're conceding too many goals. And I want to get the best out of my 3-star men. And the fact that 2 of them are midfielders is not ideal. The fact we don't have any good strikers or any good defenders right now in the first team is a little concerning. I've also got rid of the ball-playing defender in the tactic, so it's now just normal centre-backs. And I thought it made more sense to do that. They're probably better playing those roles. I think the ball-playing defender actually hindered us more than anything else. So hopefully that is something we can work with. But yes, Elton Ribeiro can play as a deep-line playmaker or an advanced playmaker. So we've got 2 options here. Aparicio would normally be in the advanced playmaker position, but because of injuries to the likes of Antunes, he's not playing there. And looking at pre-season friendlies so far, we won all 4 of our games kind of comfortably actually as well. And they're not exactly easy teams we beat either, because they're all, second or third tier teams mostly. Belenenses, second tier. Estoril, second tier. Maritimo, just relegated. We had Academico, who are third tier side, if I recall correctly. And then we have Olanese, who are a third tier side. We beat all of them rather convincingly, rather nicely. And it was enough for me to think, yes, this is the formation I'm going to go with. And I thought, we might as well try this. We've got nothing to lose. Why not do this? So we let a lot of players go out on loan. Some names you'll recognize, like Solas we loaned out. Conservas we sold. Marceau we sold. Akende out on loan, as is Silva. Size says Lucino. Danilin, Varela, Fortes, Callisto, and Mario Rafael. I had a load of players who were offered loan deals, and I thought, you know what? We'll try and make some money from it. We got 22 grand just for our total fee of loan, so I thought that was a good sign for us. And it makes sense in the long run to try and make some money from this. Even if I don't really plan on selling one, I might need to if people come in. We've actually had offers for Celi Pereira, but we actually decided to turn it down, and he got upset. But then our captain or vice captain calmed him down, so I thought, good times for us. We're good. We're really good. Also, Ribeira's got an asking price now of 26.5 million. He got upset generally. I tried to get my vice captain or captain to come down. He was not having any of it. I said, I don't want to lose you. He asked for a reasonable fee. He said he wanted to go if a big club comes in for it. I said, okay, I want to put a reasonable bid in. I want a good bid from another team then. And we agreed to get a price of 26.5 million. If a bid comes in, he'll be able to go. That's the only price I'll sell Ribeiro for right now. Anything less than that, it's a no-go immediately. Which is great for the club, because between Ribeiro and Ventura, that's already 50 plus million, 60 plus million. And I'm excited. I really am excited if we get that sort of deal for those 2 players. Now, Ventura has another 2 years. I'm going to try and keep him around for this year, despite the fact he wants to leave, but hopefully he'll be able to stay with us and we don't lose him. That being said, let's take on Belenenses and attempt to win our first game of the campaign. We don't have the best of luck in this round at fixtures, it feels like, but hopefully, because we're taking on the second tiered side, we can beat them. So our starting lineup today is this. Rebulo is in goal, because why wouldn't he be in his first full season with us? I'm going to try and make sure he has a very long deal after he turns 17. Once he turns 17, 2 years from now, or next season, I'm going to try and make him have a long deal and have optional extensions to his contract, so he will be able to stay for many, many years, even if we only can get 3 years in the contract. Jafina starts as the right back. I'm probably able to put as a fullback, honestly, but I am not trusting myself to do it right now. He's been really good here, and it makes sense to play him as a wing back. Bruno Lasca starts as the defender on the right. He's much better with his right foot than his left. Especially got Estevao, who is better with his left foot than Lasca is, so it makes sense to have those 2 together on different sides. Rafael Suna starts because Amadou's actually got injured, so hopefully that's good and we can use him. Alvarez starts because, you know, Ribeiro is not really playing and it makes sense to try this out. Luis Santos plays as a deep line playmaker. I'm hoping he does well for us, but if he doesn't, then we know not to do that in the future. Victor Ventura playing as the inverted wing on support. We're having support players, not attacking players, because I feel like having support players is probably better for the build-up. Ribeiro playing as the advanced playmaker, and I think he can do a good job there. We just need to make sure he develops again and does more and more things. We can't have him be someone who rushes forward, though. He needs to be someone that comes deep and nothing more. Aparicio playing as the inverted winger, despite the fact he's left-footed. I know that's a sin. I know that's a thing you don't want to do, but I'm only doing this because he is very much someone who is there temporarily. We've got Eduardo Mariah playing as the advanced forward. I know he's better as a deep line forward and a false 9, but I think his pace can still do a good job for us, and I'm excited for him because he's really good. We've got Sandy Pereira on the bench because why wouldn't we when we got Torello on the pitch? They're either on the bench or starting. It's one of the 2, and we can rotate if one has a bad game. Fortes been on the bench. Makes sense. Why wouldn't he be on the bench? Will Pope's on the bench as a midfielder, not a striker, so think he can still do good things, even if he's not amazing anymore. We actually have Bonas on the bench, and I'm looking at him as the inverted winger on the right-hand side, and if he doesn't do that, then he's a midfielder or the attacking midfielder, and I'm excited for him because he's really good. Claudio Tasseria is on the bench as well. He's not fully fit, which is why he's not starting, but he's exciting, and I think this kid has got a lot of things going for him, and I'm very happy that we've got someone like this coming for our youth system. Now, I know that Papi Sima is not the best player in the world, but he's on the bench, and he is someone we can utilize as a rotation policy, and it's useful. He's not amazing, but he's still useful. Quintanilla is on the bench because why wouldn't we want someone like this on the bench to come on later on and cause problems? Because I wouldn't want to face this kind of player later on in the day, would you? Sami Gulian is on the bench as the right back, and he's not amazing, but he still can do a good job. We've also got the likes of Jose Patrocinio, and I am really hopeful this guy will develop to be a good centre-back going forward. He's got the potential. Let's try and make it so he gets first-team football this year. That's my aim with this kid. He needs to get first-team football, and if anything, he might be on the bench into the Fortes in the future. Who knows? Still, that's our lineup. Let's see how we do, and hope we don't go to penalties this time. I hate penalties, I really do. We've got a throw, and the fact we have an option like this already is good for us. Aparicio finds Santos. Play it back to Esteval, but really, that's fine. Here's Santos, now with Biero. Plays it across to Alvarez, can go for goal from there, hasn't. He finds Jafino. Look at the space Jafino has. He can play the cross, has done. Head of the way, but Jafino gets there again. Here's with Biero. Back to Santos, can go for goal. No, out wide again. Look at how well we're playing this. We're being very patient with our play. And Alvarez now scores. It's 1-0. The perfect start. 6 minutes in. We're good. We're really good. We kept it going. We made sure that we're going to get a shot away. And as soon as we had the option to do this, we knew we can do something productive. The amount of options we had in the box was ridiculous. And we're very attacking. And I love this formation. I really do. So what I've figured out with this formation is if we were to go down, we have something that could get us straight back up. And I am excited for that. And now we can do a counter-attack. Even if we're not very quick with our movement and our attacking play, we are still very good with possession. Even if Santos and we'll be able to each other's way. Mariah, though, ball over the top, hits the post, and that's an opportunity we could have taken, and perhaps should have taken a throw now. I'm always very nervous going into the new season because I don't know what to expect, and I'm always thinking, oh, we're going to lose. We're going to have a bad season, we're going to get relegated, or we're not going to do as well. But once the season gets going and I start to get my rhythm for the season, I get excited more and more. Especially when I see performances like this, with Jafino now finds Ventura, finds Santos. I mean, we're being forced out. Well, look at how defensive they are right now. They're literally struggling to get the ball from us, and Ribeiro has a chance. It's over the bar. Lorejo in goal. Our former goalkeeper, don't forget, now playing for a second-tier side. He probably regrets leaving us. I mean, at the time, it seemed like a good move for him to leave us, but now, do you think he regrets leaving us? We've got two of our former goalkeepers playing for this team. One of them starts. I think one of them's on the bench. Maybe. Who knows? Ribeiro finds Mariah and... oh my god, Ventura's going to get there first. That could have been really bad. Lorejo is still as good as I remember him being. Good lord. Santos blocks, and you got to say, we should have made that 2-0. Suno with a throw. I don't know what that throw was for. I don't remember putting that idea in it, but there you go. Here's Ribeiro. Now Santos. Aparicio. Aparicio still going, plays across. Ventura's been blocked, and that is really good defending. Here we are now, Alvarez in the middle, and Heldasar gets the ball away. Here's Ribeiro, though, finds Lasca, goes for goal, over. This has been as comfortable as I hoped it would be. We just need an extra goal to really cement our dominance in this game, and once we get that second goal, we'll be good. We are capable of better, we need more. I want that second goal, just to be certain we're going to win this game. I really do. Here we are now. I'm to not worry about their attack, but I think Ventura's going to come off in a bit because of his tiredness, and Burness is going to come on instead. But if we get the ball back, we can get a counter-attack going. We really could. And I know we can get a counter-attack going because we're really good at going forward. Heldasar, no, it's not the best ball, is it? But Esteval, what he lacks in height, he makes up for his positioning skills. And here we are now. Mariah on the ball. Ventura, Alvarez, Santos. Mariah, good tackle. Alvarez on the ball, finds Aparicio. He scores 2-0. We got the second goal we were looking for. And Aparicio, despite not being natural in the inverted winger position, is still very good in the wings and still has the pace to cause problems. And I know for certain now, if we were to get relegated, we have a good enough squad to get back up. I'm almost certain of it. I just don't want to get relegated. Here's Ventura. I'm about to take him off because he's tired. And I thought, you know what? Tiredness is a killer. Ventura can play as a cross. Has done. Ribeiro. Yeah, Sandy just got in the way, apparently. Here's Suno, though. Can do something, maybe. Plays it across. Ventura does not get there, but he will get there now. He's just a bit overhit. Here's Chafinho. Ventura plays it across. Ribeiro over the bar. We've got a chance to make this free. If they score, I'll be a bit concerned. Not because of the fact that they can have the momentum, but because we've given away a 2-goal lead potentially. Here's Mariah and now Santos with Biero. We've been patient with the ball. Santos finds Lasker. You've got Ribeiro now. Alvarez now. Gudien. Bonas on his debut. Here we are now. Alvarez. Laveo. Laraya. Aparicio. Oh dear. They got a free kick. We've made a last change. I've realised we've got 5 substitutes, don't we? I could have made more substitutes. I just remembered. I forgot. Oh, no, we don't. Never mind. I'm an idiot. We win 2-0. Comfortable result. And we deserved all the victories here. We deserved to win this game comfortably. We even gave some debuts today as well, I believe. So, good times. And yes, we're through to the second round. Who do we take on is the question. Well, we gave Bonas and Taizero their debut, so I'm happy with that. Oh, we've got Santa Clara, a team that we need to beat. And I think we can beat in this game. So, this is exciting. We've never lost to them, apparently, in our last 2 meetings. How truthful is this? Yeah, we've beaten them. We've never conceded either. We've beaten 2-0, 1-0 in our 2 games against them in the league. How exciting. Either way, though, I'm going to end this here. What do you think of our performance? What do you think of our idea for a tactic? And do you think we're being a bit too ambitious? Or do you think I'm just singing my praises too soon? Because we could be losing a few players along the way still. We're still in July. Either way, though, until next time... Goodbye, and well, good night.